Hey guys, welcome back to Go Your Own Way. My name is Matty and today I'm going to be eating like a hobbit. There is so much food planned for today. This has taken a long time to prep. I thought long and hard about how I was going to do this. Was I going to watch the movies throughout the day? Was I going to be showing off some of my memorabilia? I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I've been to Hobbiton. I took my brother a few years ago. We went over to New Zealand and it was absolutely incredible. I'll probably throw in some of those clips. I will look a lot different, probably a lot skinnier and less of a scraggly beard. In fact, I'll probably shave today during takes. So yeah, the plan is to literally just follow the meal plan for a hobbit. It is currently 7:15 AM. I am running a little bit behind schedule just because there was so much food to cook and I'm on my own and I'm not a good cook at all. I commend Frodo, Bilbo and the rest of the gang for being able to cook this if they're eating this every day. It's insane. It is insane. So the plan is just to follow one entire day's meal plans for a standard hobbit. It is quite a lot of food. So for a standard hobbit, according to the books, there are 6 traditional meals a day. 6 meals. Now the movie gives a little insight that there might be more to that through things like second breakfasts, Eleventies. So the plan is to have breakfast at 7 AM. As I say, it's now about 7:15 AM. Second breakfast is at 9 AM. Eleventies, 11 AM. Luncheon, 1 PM. Afternoon tea, 3 PM. Dinner's at 6. And supper is at 9. So the plan is just to try and recreate as many of these meals as possible. I found a meal plan, kind of what they serve up on a Hobbit day. Yeah, it's just, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to be fat. I'm also working tonight. I do music full time, so I am going to be in some shape, that is for sure. I'm going to switch the GoPro on. I also have to apologise for any kind of bad green screen effects. This is the first time I'm using a green screen, so please do go easy on that. Start the day off right with a hearty breakfast designed to hold hungry hobbits over until the next meal. Serve a selection of filling carbs paired with meats, jams, coffee or tea. So for breakfast, we begin with a mini quiche made with cheese, bacon or vegetables. This mini quiche has cheese, bacon and veg. Then there's a honey nut cake with marmalade. Next we have hobbit hash, which is potatoes, leeks, spinach and cheese. I made this myself, so I'm quite happy with the result. Then we have a ham omelette with curry spices, onions, tomatoes and cheese. I have my fruit platter here, and then I've got a little bit of decor for the table. Oh, I almost forgot. The sausage is cooking because obviously I need something else within this meal. And then the final dish is biscuits topped with sausage, eggs and a smothering of gravy. I'm actually going to go check on that now before I burn the house down. Okay, so I've got everything in front of me. I don't know how I'm going to do this because I'm due to eat again in 2 hours time and then every 2 hours after that. So for those of you that are worrying, I'm going to try to eat as much as possible. But trust me, none of this food is going to go to waste. I have 2 very hungry dogs that are looking at me through the window right now thinking, what is going on in that room? And I also have a brother who'll be more than happy to tuck into whatever I don't eat. So first up, the mini quiche. This is going to be a good day's filming. This is unbelievable. I'm going to have to look into the music side of things and things like film clips and stuff. I don't really want to be using anything that's going to give me any kind of copyright strikes, but I will try to add some music that is as close to Lord of the Rings as possible. But again, I don't want to get into any trouble. Next is the ham, cheese, onions, curry spice and tomato omelette, which is just turned into a bit of a mush. But yeah, looks pretty good, smells pretty good. One thing is for certain, these little guys know how to cook. One of my favourite memories, especially when it comes to my brother and I, is when we went to Hobbiton. Just the entire day. It was like the earliest we'd ever woke up. We were just both so excited. I'm sure a lot of people that have seen the movies or that are maybe watching this video have done the same, have been to see it. And if you haven't and you're a huge fan, it's just paradise. It's just so beautiful. Oh. So next is the sausage egg biscuit with a smothering of gravy. I didn't add too much gravy because I don't want it to drip all around me. I forgot to take a photo. Damn it. There's only one slight change that I would make to Hobbiton as a movie set, and that is to play some of the original music as you're walking through. Maybe some of the concerning hobbits or something would just top it. I'm going to play a little bit of the footage now, and we'll revisit it later just to kind of fill this video out. I don't want this whole video just to be me sitting eating. So enjoy. So I'm also drinking my coffee out of this little tin coffee mug that I bought solely because it just reminds me of the Shire. It says, "I love gardening from my head to my toes." Tomatoes. I do have a Prancing Pony mug, but as you can see, there's quite a lot of chips taken out of it from being in the sink and being washed and things, and I really don't want to be cutting my lips on camera. So next is the Hobbit hash. As I said at the start, I did make this myself this morning at like 6 AM. It's just diced potatoes with some, the recipe called for cheese, leeks, spinach, and I think that's it. The potatoes are obviously spiced as well. Oh, this is good. I also have some fresh orange juice. It's now 7:40 AM. I'm due to eat in another 1 hour and 20 minutes. Last but not least, it's the honey nut. I forgot marmalade. Here is the honey nut marmalade cake. As I pick up the crumbs, I'm gonna have to go now and get back to preparing for second breakfast and starting to prepare for Eleventies. Both are tray bake type based meals. A lot of cakes, a lot of buns. I need to go lie down. I'll see you back for second breakfast. What about second breakfast? Words I truthfully thought I would never actually have to adhere to. Again, huge feast. I'm still stuffed from first breakfast. Second breakfast is usually a bit lighter and less savoury than its predecessor. Offer up sweet pastries, fruits or toast with a selection of jams and jellies. It's important, however, that your halving food still includes plenty of meat. So second breakfast consists of strawberry French toast with a side of sausage, rice pudding paired with a side of bacon, scones with strawberry jam and fresh cream, and bread topped with butter, honey, and served with a side of fruit or bacon. I'm going to choose a side of fruit instead of bacon with the honey toast, just because I do not want to have a cardiac arrest before midday. I'm going to try the rice pudding first before it goes cold. Try the rice pudding. I'm going to eat the rice pudding. Oh, I should have said the time. It's just turned 12 minutes past 9. I have a huge jar of water. Just gonna pour some water. I was gonna have coffee, but I need to have something relatively healthy. Oh, something with no calories. Okay, next is the strawberry French toast. I just added some strawberry topping for ice cream and some fresh strawberries. Oh! The French toast comes with a side of sausage. Great. Whoo! Woo! So next is the strawberry cones with whipped cream. Oh! I'm gonna struggle to sing tonight. I'm not a huge whipped cream fan, but flip me, it's good. And last but not least is honey toast. Oh, I'm struggling to breathe, and I'm gonna enjoy this piece of fruit. I'm gonna eat the piece of fruit first. I don't know why I'm rushing as well. I technically do have 2 hours to eat all this before the next meal. Oh, it's bitter. I chose the wrong plum. I do apologise for any out of focus camera work, any food in my teeth, any sweating you're seeing. I've got the sweats. I thought quickly to end second breakfast I would just show a couple of the books that we have within the house. I got my brother Luke this dictionary of Tolkien, but it's basically just the entire dictionary on everything and anything within Middle Earth. So it's really cool. You know, you've got things like Dory's explanation, and then you can go into the dragons, and it's all alphabetized, obviously being a dictionary. Read Frodo's backstory, halflings, half-orcs, high elves, hobbits, and it's just insane. Then my brother bought these 2 books in the hopes that Peter Jackson is listening to the fan base. I'm sure those of you that are fans know what I'm talking about. And then the entire collection from The Hobbit to The Lord of the Rings in book form. Obviously Lord of the Rings comes in 3 parts, The Hobbit is 1 book. So that was my first Lord of the Rings second breakfast. As you can see my jumper, what about second breakfast? Oh, whilst I was in Hobbiton, I wasn't going to wear this because there is green in it and it's going to affect the green screen probably. But I did obviously pick up this cool hat that I'm super, super proud of. And I wear it to most of my gigs and people are like, is he not 30 years old wearing a Lord of the Rings hat? Yes, I am. I also have a Hobbiton movie set t-shirt that I absolutely love. I'm not going to put that on today after all this food. But yes, so next is Eleventies. I'll see you at 11 o'clock. It's now 9:30 a.m. I'll see you back here at 11. It's just turned 11:03 a.m. Eleventies is a mid-morning tea time snack designed to hold halflings over until lunchtime. These meal ideas are perfect for pairing with tea or coffee. I have my I Love Gardening mug with my coffee, and I have a selection of tray bakes and one special item that I'm really, really excited to show. So Eleventies consists of lavender lemon muffins, strawberry shortcake with cream, caraway seed cake, lemon tea cake, and I've just got a couple of other random little strawberry and raspberry tea cakes. Now the caraway seed cake was impossible to find. I couldn't find it anywhere. But I did find a little quick recipe on Google. I have no idea what caraway seed is. I've never heard of it until this recipe, but apparently it's quite similar to cumin. I made one of those like little microwave cake things that you make. Oh, I should have paid attention to that. You can see the seeds within it. So I'm going to leave that for a while, let it cool down. It's been nuked in the microwave, so it's piping hot. And then the creme de la creme, my friend Claire came over last night and helped me cook my own lammas bread, Elvish bread. Unfortunately, I forgot to ask her to bring over some twine, so I made some rope with white. I would have preferred a little darker, and I know it comes fully wrapped like a parcel. I've tried my best. I'm trying to work with what I've got here. Thankfully, I have this like ivy leaf, whatever it is, out in the front garden. So I picked a few big ones, give them a wash, left them overnight in water, and yeah, so I'll show the GoPro. The GoPro pick this up better. But I'm really chuffed. Basically, it's just shortbread. The recipe is literally just shortbread, but it was fun to make. It really kind of just topped everything off for me with this kind of experience. And then you're to make a little cross across the top, and that's easier to kind of section it off. The lammas bread in the movie seems quite hard, and whenever Sam's breaking it up to eat and stuff, it looks like it's proper like stale. This is super fresh. So I'm gonna get stuck in here. I'm just gonna work with whatever, really. I'll try this lemon cake first. I'm actually kind of hungry. It's weird. But I'm not, like, obviously not hungry. If you're watching this and you love Lord of the Rings like me, throw me a comment down below. Tell me your favourite character, tell me your favourite scene, tell me what got you into it, how much you miss it. Every time I watch it I almost cry. We are almost coming out of UK lockdown. Things are returning to normal, which is always good. One of my favourite things during lockdown was being able to watch the One Zoom to Rule Them All by Josh Gad. It was just so good. And me and a couple of friends had really enjoyed it. Obviously me and my brother watched it, and it was emotional. Yes, I'm 32 this year, but I don't care. I need to turn this GoPro off. It's gonna be 20 minutes of sitting and looking at a pudding. Super dry. And I know I made it in the microwave. What do you expect? Blah blah blah. I don't have time to cook hundreds of cakes. A lot of this is pre-bought stuff. I got lucky when it came to like the strawberry cream shortcake. I literally got this. Don't know if you can see that. I'm not a fan of that cumin caraway seed cake. It's gross. It's probably because I made it, let's be honest. Next on Bilbo's list is lemon tart. This just reminds me of like being at my nan's house or something. My mum's going to be super happy to see how many tray bakes are left over, because there's about 6 packets in there. And to finish off Eleventies, I've got my plate of lammas bread. Break it like Sam does. This guy needs to get a life. Yeah. It's just shortcake. It's actually really good. So Claire, thank you so much. You smashed this. It's just a novelty thing. One of my favourite things about the Hobbit movie especially is how much it shows you the work that goes into the food, banquets that the hobbits have within their own homes. I know in Lord of the Rings you've got Bilbo's party and you've got the birthday party banquet, and you can actually do that at Hobbiton, and my friend has done that and I'm incredibly jealous. I'll actually try and get a photo of my friend from the banquet that he did at Hobbiton, and I'll post it now. So that wraps up Eleventies. That was actually quite nice. It was just basically all buns. It's now 11, pretty much 20 past 11 in the morning. So next up is Luncheon, and I'll see you at 1 o'clock. And here we are, it's lunchtime, or luncheon. After a morning of lighter fare, luncheon should be filled with hearty warm dishes designed to keep hobbits' hunger at bay. Depending on your preference, it can be filled with meat, mushrooms, fish, vegetables and other earthy flavours. No matter what you serve, be sure to finish off the meal with a slice of heavy multigrain bread and a glass of wine or ale. Unfortunately, I am working tonight, so I don't want to be touching any kind of alcohol. I chose a bad day to do this. 1, because I'm going to be so full, and 2, I don't get to have a nice beer. I also don't want to be eating any multigrain bread. I want to leave my brother some food. I've obviously got my favourite bowl with some fish and chips. Now, they are fish fingers solely because I do not want to be wasting too much food, and technically fish fingers and chips, fish and chips, whatevs. Paired with a Scotch egg, the biggest Scotch egg. I'm looking forward to that actually. So the soup for lunch is potato and onion, and the menu also serves roast mutton. Now, I don't really eat lamb. I know that's a bit hypocritical of me to say that whenever I'm happy to eat chicken and beef and all this kind of stuff. Just lamb has never appealed to me, and I don't really want to start now. Although, I did get a potato and onion soup with mutton in it. Now it's going to be, obviously it's a soup, so it's going to be very, very little mutton. But I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone. And then a shepherd's pie for one. I'll be lucky to eat it all, to be honest. But the dogs, again, are waiting patiently, panting away at the door. So I'm going to give everything a couple of minutes to cool down. It is piping hot. I do not want to be burning my mouth on camera. I am going to show some more memorabilia that my brother and I bought whilst visiting Hobbiton a few years ago. Obviously, you cannot go to Hobbiton without purchasing yourself the no admittance sign that Bilbo hangs from his door, from his gate door, sorry. Which is also there at Bag End when you go visit, so it's just super sweet. Look, also bought this portrait of Martin Freeman, and you can see Bilbo drawing this during one of the movies. And without a doubt, my most favourite piece of memorabilia that my brother purchased. We did not buy this at Hobbiton, we did have this bought at a later date and had it shipped to the house. Fortunately, we were not running about New Zealand with this, but this is quite easily my favourite thing. I'll try and get it on camera. I do apologise if focus goes in and out. But it's incredibly long. It's about 1.5 meters long. It's got the markings up the blade, it's got a nice handle, and it's got a real detailed bottom to it. So a lot of people will know this just probably as Aragorn's sword. Towards the end he's greeted with this. But to the rest of us nerds, this is the Flame of the West. This is Andúril. If I'm saying that wrong, please do not castrate me. Remember, I have a sword. Food has had its time to breathe. It's funny how many potato-based meals there are. Potato! This Scotch egg is huge. I'm using my nephew's bowl just because it's green. Shepherd's pie is something I never eat. That's good. Oh, that's so good. That was so good, and weirdly I was ready for that. I also didn't really show these off. The plan was to have this like as my little milk jug. So that's lunchtime. I don't know, I might have a nap. I'll see you at afternoon tea. I am struggling. So afternoon tea. Given a hobbit's love of social calls and gossip, it's no surprise afternoon tea is a meal meant for socialising with one another. Pair the following sweet treats with tea, coffee or meat. So the selection of treats for the afternoon are ring cookies, blackberry and lemon tarts, apple pie with cream, and a mixed berry cobbler which is currently still cooking in the oven. I didn't expect it to take so long, but it did. I have an alarm set that will no doubt go off in a few minutes. It is now 3:07 PM. Let's get stuck in. Ah! My cobbler's ready. I'll take a bite of this first. Alexa, stop. Okay, so the fruit cobbler isn't just ready yet, so I'm going to set another alarm with my friend Alexa. Set an alarm please for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
That is one thing Frodo, Bilbo and the rest of the guys don't have, is an Alexa. But I'm going to continue with this. So the good thing is I get a bit of a break between afternoon tea and dinner. If you're enjoying this video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. This is only a brand new channel as of summer 2020. I just love making my videos and I love hearing from you guys. So please do leave a comment, share this with all your friends and hit me up. People are sending me messages about my inflatable kayaks and my other videos, and a lot of people are reaching out in message form as opposed to comments, so don't feel that you can't leave a comment. It's a lot easier for me to see them as well. Had these earlier this morning, little strawberry, lemon and raspberry tarts. So far the hardest meal to get through was breakfast. I don't know whether it was because it was so early in the morning. Maybe I made too much. I was speaking to my friend earlier. She was asking me how I was getting on and I was saying that I really should have probably involved 2 or 3 people in this and we could have made it more of like a banquet. So if you'd like to see something like that in the future, please do hit me up. Hobbit Day is the 22nd of September. Oh, Alexa, stop. It's cobbler time. So this is the fruit cobbler. I think it's actually called a strudel. It's quite big, so I'm going to try to eat as much of it as I can. This is going to be hot. I'm trying to push this open a bit. This is gonna be hot, hot, hot. Whilst this cools down, I'm also on Instagram. It'll be in the link in the description below. I'm also going to throw in the recipe or the menu that I was following. It's piping hot. My fork was roasting hot and I like slid it against my lip. I'm not going to eat all this, let's be honest. My brother's due home in 10 minutes as well. It's almost 3:30, so I'm sure he'll be happy to see this with a cup of tea. So I'll see you back here around 6 p.m. for dinner. Welcome back. It's currently 6:15 p.m. I'm just about to tuck into a lovely looking dinner. Now this is a hobbit dinner. When served in the evening time, dinner is generally the largest meal of the day. Serve plenty of meats and vegetables to create a proper hobbit dinner. Pair these meals with filling breads, cheese and ale. So what I do have from the menu is cottage pie, spiced beef and roasted vegetables, although the beef has some form of stuffing in it. Cheddar soup, I think it's cheddar, broccoli and cheddar soup. Oh, it looks like a little warg scout has clambered in. Oh, this is Spot, look at you. I've been waiting to show Spot off on camera. He is one of the most cuddliest dogs, aren't you, buddy? He's such a good boy. And he nestles in here. Whom do you serve? You want some spiced beef? I'll leave you some. You. Anyway, sorry, I've been dying to show him off. I absolutely adore him. So I'm going to start with the cheddar soup. Oh, I don't like that. I'll go for one more, but that is horrendous. I like cheese, and I don't mind broccoli. I mean, it's broccoli, but my goodness, what kind of cheese is this? It said cheddar cheese. I don't think it is. I'll go for one last scoop. No, I don't like that. Sorry, Bilbo. That's horrendous. I'm going to try the cottage pie next. It's from the exact same company that did the shepherd's pie earlier in the day. Put this little jar to use that is hot. Add some gravy. Oh, can you tell? I had a shave. I shaved my face. Or as we say in Northern Ireland, I shaved my face. Oh, the gravy was a good touch. Okay, so now the main course. Straight for the meat. And get some taters.
What's taters, precious?
My horrendous Gollum impression. Oh, this is different class now. Oh, this is so good. That was the best thing I've had yet. So I'm going to show you one of my favourite gifts that I've ever received. So this is the box. And it says Christmas in the Shire. And when I open the lid, it says Merry Christmas, Maddie. And then a little bookmark. Literally, this is one of the best gifts. It's such a unique thing. It's personalized to me. Comes with a little ribbon with a little pin. It also comes with room spray, Bilbo's Hobbit hole, and then all these different candles. Each candle is specifically made. This one is Gandalf's Yuletide fireworks. We all know how good Gandalf's fireworks are, and just look at the inside. These are so sweet. They're phenomenal. They are 10 out of 10. This next one is Samwise's Garden. Soil, potatoes, flowers, potatoes. Then inside has little flowers, little leaves. Second breakfast, oatmeal, milk, honey. These are so sweet. The Green Dragon, long bottom leaf, a black pepper. Now for those of you that have went to Hobbiton, yous will have visited the Green Dragon for a pint and a pork pie or steak pie. By far one of the best things of the tour. Christmas at Bag End, Christmas spice, pine, mulled wine. This is the one I've actually been using, and the smell is so distinct still. This next one's cool, Lothlorien, and it kind of matches the little tag that you get with it. It's also got a little different wick inside. The Shire, carrot flower, fennel and pipe tobacco. Again, a little different wick. And then last but not least, probably my favourite one, just because I didn't really expect there to be a candle like this, Mordor. Orc armour and mountain flame, Mordor. And there you see the Eye of Sauron, the all-seeing eye. And this is so intense. I wish there was smell vision. It literally just smells like a fire. It's insane how well these are made. My friend found these through a local company here in Northern Ireland, and they're called the Reading Room Candle Company. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Please guys, hit them up. If you love Lord of the Rings and you're into your candles and you like a bit of smell, this is just so good. It is now 6:35 p.m. So the plan is go now, get prepared for the last meal of the day, supper, and you're going to be pretty surprised what's on the supper menu. I'll see you then. Well, here we are. It's supper time, and what a feast. For supper, it's currently 9:20 at night, and I'm about to tuck in to probably the biggest supper I've ever laid my eyes upon. The description from the website is: this final meal needs to hold hobbits over until the next morning. Similar to dinner, your supper should contain plenty of meats, breads, cheese, and ale. Again, I'm not going to be drinking any alcohol. I go to work in 1 hour, but I'm definitely going to be going to work with a full stomach. What's on the menu? We've got pork pie, mushroom soup, salad served with fresh herbs and a hard-boiled egg, and a full roasted chicken at 9 p.m. at night. So I'm going to start with the mushroom soup. It's okay. So next is this big platter of fresh salad, some nice cherry tomatoes, a hard-boiled egg, and a pork pie. I feel like I'm about to recreate the scene with Denethor whenever Pippin is standing beside him and he asks him can he sing, and he's all because he's munching in a big chicken, and I think it's a tomato he bites into. Real, these cherry tomatoes rock. Super grotesque scene. Gonna try some of the pork pie. Oh, I'm full already. I should have really used a knife and fork. Egg with some lettuce stuck in. So I'm going to cut the chicken open, kind of let some of the heat out. And I am going to be keeping some of this chicken for tomorrow. So whilst the chicken cools down a bit, I'm going to show you some of my old toys that I bought when I was a kid. I think I got these for Christmas. Pretty sure that I got them for Christmas. And I was so obsessed with them, I didn't open them. And it's probably the only kind of toy that I've ever kept boxed. In fact, some actually still have the original price tags on them, which is pretty cool. So this is Sharku on top of a warg. This one still has its price, $19.99. What was my mum and dad thinking? But obviously this is Eomer. He has sword slashing action and sword stealth. I've got Frodo in Goblin disguise. This is towards the end of the third movie. Obviously I couldn't get an original Frodo, or my mum and dad at Christmas couldn't get me an original Frodo in his hobbit clothing, but this is just as good. And again, boxed. And of course, you can't collect some toys as a kid or as a fan without having Smeagol and Gollum. Unfortunately, the button doesn't work and I don't really want to open it just to put a battery in it. And it comes with 2 catchphrases, good Smeagol and nice hobbitses. And then probably my favourite one when I was a kid as a toy was Treebeard. And Treebeard, you can take off some branches, mouth and arms move, and apparently he'll throw a little rock. There must be a little rock in there somewhere. But again, fully packaged. And very quickly, there's just a couple more figurines. Legolas. We have Gandalf the White. We have Boromir with the Horn of Gondor. Lurtz, the first Uruk-hai. Of course we have Gimli, son of Glowing.
That's my lord, Gimli.
We have an Easterling warrior ready to attack. We have Gandalf the White in a questionable stance. Oh. We have Gandalf the Grey covered in cobwebs. It's really gross. We have Boromir. We have Samwise, the true hero. We all know why. We have a bigger Gimli figure, also sporting some cobwebs. We have a Pippin character with a cool little cape on his back. We have a questionable Mary / Sam. We're not sure who, but there is already a Sam here. We have a ridiculously well crafted Frodo, Elijah Wood. It's incredibly detailed. We have a Bilbo Baggins.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, yes. Ian Holm. And we have another Elijah Wood in his goblin armour. We have an older Bilbo setting off with his little rucksack. And King Theoden. Oops, I forgot Elrond. He's missing a staff or spear. So as I eat as much of this chicken as I can, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been an absolute blast to make. It did take quite a lot of prep, and I was kind of hemming and hawing whether or not I was going to do it. I hope I've done it well enough for you guys to enjoy. Feel free to leave a comment. It's 10 times easier for me to see it and reply, and I do reply to all comments. Unreal. Remember, whenever we're able to travel again and you're looking to go to New Zealand, you must pay Hobbiton a visit. Please do consider subscribing to the channel. As I said, this is only a new channel and I'm trying to build it up from the ground. So please do show your support, hit that like button, share this with all your friends, tag all the Lord of the Rings cast, and I'm going to leave you with a little scene from when me and my brother went to Hobbiton. On that guys, stay safe, take care.